Hey, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Chagabar. I want to give all praises, glory, honor, and power unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Recha HaKadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who taught me this truth. And salutations to you brothers stiffly pushing in all sincerity and diligence. And shalom to the rest of 1/3 remnant, men, women, and children of the nation of Israel, as well as the speckled bird Israelites who may look like the heathen, as we await this exodus by the hands of Yahweh Shah. This is your brother Chagabar. All right, and I'm back at you again with another lesson. Lord willing, we'll be straight and to the point. And yeah, man, you see by the title of this lesson, all right, this is some great news. Okay, great news for us that's in this truth, man. All right, for the believers. Okay, within 6 months, all right, from the beginning of the year, all right, until the end of the second quarter, okay, Q2, all right, the fiscal calendar, all right. Within 6 months, $9 trillion has been wiped from Americans' wealth. Okay. Bye bye Babylon, man. All right. This place is through. Okay. Within 6 months, man, $9 trillion has been wiped from Americans' wealth. Okay. And this information, all right, it just came out September 27th. All right. But the end of Q2 was around June 30th. Okay, so that was what, 3 months ago? Okay, how worse is it really, man? Like, what are the true numbers? Okay, you got to understand, trillion, okay, is 12 zeros. All right, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of an insane amount of money that's being wiped out, snatched away from these Americans. All right, and we understand that it's really under the control of these elite banking families, okay, these Zionist elites, okay, who are crashing the dollar. All right, they're crashing all of these world economies, man. You see, so they can roll in these CBDCs. All right, this article reads: stock market losses wipe out $9 trillion from Americans' wealth. All right, and I was researching a little bit. I was like, all right, well, how many? What's the average amount of Americans that own stocks? A lot of people participate in the stock market. All right, the Forex market, okay? But how many people own stocks? And when you actually look into it, all right, they say about 58% of Americans own stocks, all right, and are invested, in these different companies. See, so that's over half of the Americans, all right, invest in these stocks, man. So they felt this. You see, over half of Americans is what? Tens of millions of people. You see, tens of millions of people over here, all right, because when you break it down, tens of millions of Americans, all right, have felt this stock market loss tap their pockets, man. You see, people put a lot of money into investing in these different companies. You got the, these major, it's like a collection of the major companies. I forget what it's called. You got the Dow index, all right, you got, all these different companies, man, that these people invest in, all right, are not doing good. They're not doing too hot, man. Okay. They're not doing well. Okay. All right. So let me read a couple key points and I'm going to grab a precept. All right. It says Americans' holdings of corporate equities and mutual fund shares fell to $33 trillion at the end of the second quarter. All right. Which the second quarter ended June 30th. Okay. It says down from $42 trillion at the start of the year. Okay. So over the course of 6 months, $9 trillion, 12 zeros, man, after the one or after the nine, all right, was wiped out. You see that? It says, with major market indexes falling further since July, experts say losses from financial markets could total now $9.5 trillion to $10 trillion. Okay. But how much is it really? Because this is what, September? So that's July, August, September, 3 months since the end of the second quarter. Yeah, man, this is not looking good. All right. We're in a recession, man. Damn near depression. All right. Which I have another article. I don't know if I'm going to grab it fully. All right. I'll post in the description box. But it's going into how these companies are going to essentially, as this recession gets worse, they're going to look to lay off workers, man. All right. And which we know is a key, a key detail in the recession. All right. But they're going to start looking to lay off your remote workers first. Okay. Your remote workers are about to be in a bad case, man. And we know when the pandemic started, they were trying to get everybody to work from home. A lot of these companies were supporting, all right, work from home. See, but because they're saying how, people who work from home aren't as productive. All right. They're not they're not doing good for their numbers, man. OK, versus someone who's in the office, who they can micromanage, who they can watch. Right. And all those things. So you remote workers. All right. Which a lot of people work from home, especially since the pandemic. Right. I'll say more people work from home now than they did in the past years. OK, definitely before March 2020. OK. So what's that gonna further do to the economy, man? It's gonna crash it. Okay, these Zionist elites are crashing this shit, man. All right, and it's no coincidence this is happening right ahead of December 13th. All right, which is what October, November, 3 months away now. Okay, 3 short months away, man. All right, where they want to bring in the central bank digital currency and pretty much be done with the dollar. All right, so this wiping out these Americans' wealth and all these things, man, it's about to level the playing field. See, it's not going to be you a wealthy American, you a middle class American, you a poor American. No, man, everybody about to be on the same fucking playing field. You see that? It says economists say the drops could add pressure to Americans' balance sheets and possibly hurting spending. Yeah, man. People had a lot of money invested in this damn stock market. All right, which this shit's all controlled by the elite banking families. Okay, those Zionist elites. You see that? Let's grab this precept here. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. It says, the Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. So what you're witnessing, all right, is that every single last one of these companies is erring, man. The work output has decreased. Okay, you got an unprecedented shortage of workers. You got people not wanting to return to work, right? You had those PPP loans. Okay, so people sitting in a relatively decent case, in a sense that they're not going to overexert their energy, all right, into going to go back and slave in this man's system. Okay. You got people, like I said, working from home, which they about to be laid off. You see this? Layoffs are coming, man. And they're coming in hot. Okay. It's all by design, man. It's all by design. You see that? Or Salakia. You see that? It says, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head, these elites, these wealthier Americans, all right, which the head or tail, the poor citizens, all right, branch or bush or rush may do. See that? I'm gonna read it again. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. See that, man? It's not about to be work for nobody real soon. Okay? Nobody. We telling you the economy's collapsing, society's collapsing, and I was thinking about it, like, we know that those pipelines was just sabotaged, and the main culprit is Babylon the Great, America. So how would that affect these different stocks and things? Okay? Was it strategic? Did they do that shit on purpose, right, around that time? Okay? So that they could further, crash this shit and roll in a CBDC? It's very likely, man. It's very likely. Let's read a little bit more. Actually, let's skip down. It says economists say the drops could soon start rippling through the economy, adding pressure to Americans' balance sheets and possibly hurting spending. Yeah, because if you've invested X amount of money, right? If you invested X amount of money into the stock market and your pocket just got tapped, right? You just lost that damn money. Yeah, you're gonna be rethinking shit, right? You're gonna have to rebalance, recalculate, right? You're gonna have to be rethinking shit, man. You see, it says and possibly hurting spending, borrowing, and investing. See that? So people putting all their money, all these people are using credit cards for all their purchases, man. All right. That's really what these Edomites are, built off on is credit cards. The shit they got don't even be real, man. You see, it says the loss of stock wealth suffered to date, if sustained, will be a small but meaningful headwind to consumer spending and economic growth in coming months. All right, Zandi said. Okay, it says the loss of stock wealth suffered to date, if sustained, will be a small but meaningful, and it's not going to be small, man, because we understand, all right, us in this truth, that this economy is destined to crash, right? When you understand the goal of the Zionist elites and these banking families, they're through with fiat currency, man. So they got to crash this system, all right? And in crashing this system, it's going to cause all hell and chaos to erupt in these streets, okay? And then they're going to roll in the charagma, man, okay? And that's why you're seeing the central bank digital currencies infrastructure being laid out, all right? Like the elder apostle Tahar went into, that got to be laid out before the charagma can be rolled out, all right? And if you pay any type of attention, you see that they're rolling that out, okay? All right, December 13th, right around the corner, man. All right, okay. Let's see here. There was a point I want to grab here at the bottom. It says Zandi said lost stock wealth in the U.S. could reduce consumer spending by $54 billion in the coming year, which people are already spending less, man. People only spending money on the shit they need. They're not going out, and I'm speaking for the whole, okay? People are not going out to these different retail stores looking to buy the fancy, the Birkin bags and Gucci and Prada and Louis Vuitton and all this shit, man. People are, like I said, they're rethinking their balance sheets, man. Okay, people aren't spending like they used to. You see, it says Zandi said lost stock wealth in the U.S. could reduce consumer spending by $54 billion in the coming year. All right. Okay, and that's the point, man. That is the point. This place is through. There's not gonna be no work for the white collar workers, for the blue collar workers. Okay, ain't gonna be no work for nobody, man. This shit's done. All right, which us in this truth, man, we are so ready for this shit, man. We tired of slaving. All right, we tired of having to clock into these fucking 9-to-5s who work the hell out of you. Okay, everybody's tired of working, man. Okay. That one video was circulating with that Eve, all right, who was talking about she know World War III is coming and she's ready for it to come because, she pretty much ready for this shit to crash, right? Everybody's in that spirit, man, okay? You read certain articles, all right, doomsday articles, and then you go through the comments and people are like, they're like, hurry up, do it already, blah, 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 and we in that spirit, okay? And it's going down, man. It's going down, man. All right, let's grab this, and I'm going to go ahead and close out. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12:3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. All right, who are they that are in charge? These elites, all right, the Zionist elites, okay? Amalek, right? And on down to these different puppet heads, It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, right? Your strong men, all right? These wealthier Americans invested in the stock market, yeah, they would be an example of a strong man, right? Because, Jake catch hell day in, day out, all right? We, live in the ghettos and the hoods and poor, worse off conditions, right? So as soon as anything bad happens to the economy, we feel it first. But some of these people have a cushion to where they don't feel it like we do. But that cushion is being stripped away. See that? The Most High is leveling the playing field, if you will. Okay. It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Yeah. And the grinders cease because there are few. Nobody's about to be working. Okay. It says, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, right? And when you go into these economists, they can tell you, all these different economists, man, going into how we're in a recession. Some are saying we're damn near in a depression, okay? And as things continue to get worse, all right, you're going to see massive layoffs, okay? Nobody's going to be working, you know, and it's going to be straight up, you know, times that's never been seen before, man. It's going to completely surpass, what was that, the Great Depression, right? It's going to surpass that shit, all right? This is going to be the Great Tribulation, according to scriptures, man, all right? But this is beautiful news to us, man. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Wahar Kadash, Shalom, Wa Ababa.